This man has decided to pillory me, and I'm supposed to sit there and be quiet because he's Graham Linehan. Bite me. Bite me. And if you have a problem with this, you can get out. Or go tell your great and powerful gender critical daddy on me, and let's see if he's got the balls to come over here and deal with me. So let's just talk about this loud and scary. Now, I am Black. Black women are frequently referred to as loud and frightening and violent and crazy, which is what Linehan just did here. Now, one of the things that I would like to remind Linehan of, and if you're watching this, you might want to take note of this, and I'm going to try to do it without resorting to any epithets. I'm in America. See, my parents came from the Deep South in the late 30s. They were teenagers. They came up here, and they lived in Brooklyn. And they lived in a neighborhood that was multiracial. So there were Blacks, Irish, and Italians. My father got along very well with the Italians. He helped build one of the highways here before he became a funeral director. He was also a longshoreman. So I think one of the reasons my father's funeral home was never broken into is because even during the blackouts is because he made friends with some of your connected Italians. And those friendships endured for quite some time. Anyway, so my Black family, got along, or my actually biracial, but Black presenting family got along with the Italians in Brooklyn. Now, I didn't know about this until I got to high school, when one of the boys that I wanted to date, hello, James, Sharon Allen, for help and wisdom, can you find that in the new year? One of the things that when I started dating, and it was clear that I was interested in the Caucasian gentlemen or the Caucasian boys, my mother said to me, don't ever bring an Irishman in here. And I was like, I hadn't really thought of it until that point. And she said, you can date an Italian, you can date a Puerto Rican, you will not date an Irishman. And I said, why? And she told me that when she came up here from the South and she was 17 years old, the Italian boys would flirt with her, but the Irish boys would grab her. Okay. And one of them attacked her. Now, she didn't say it specifically like that. Okay. She didn't say me. But as we were talking about Black women dealing with Irish men, she said to me, the Irish will tear your butt off. And I was like, what? And because I was just like, what? What are you talking about? And she said, the Irish boys will grab you and tear your butt off. And I was like, I'm not going to think about that ever again in life. But of course, it's something that I did not forget. And it is something that she was adamant about that. She's like, you can date a Jew, you can date an Italian, you can date a Puerto Rican, you can date an Indian, they have brown skin, but you will not date an Irishman. Okay. Now, so in my experience, or in the experience of my family, it is the Irish who are scary and sadistic. So that's my experience.